Have you ever wondered how some people seem to stay calm even in the face of the greatest adversity? How do they manage to master their emotions and remain unshakable, regardless of the challenges life presents them? Welcome to the world of Stoicism, an ancient philosophy that offers not only answers but also practical techniques for achieving an emotionally balanced and aesthetically harmonious life. In this article, we'll explore 7 powerful aesthetic techniques inspired by the teachings of the Stoics that have the potential to transform the way you deal with your emotions. And to begin our journey, we will delve into the universe of Marcus Aurelius, one of the most prominent practitioners of Stoicism and Roman emperor, whose profound reflections continue to resonate through the centuries. Subscribe to our channel now to receive more insights and practical tips inspired by Stoic teachings. Be a person of virtue. Watch until the end. Lesson 1: Dichotomy of Control. Now imagine yourself on the deck of a sturdy wooden boat, sailing on a vast and imposing ocean. As you look toward the horizon, you see the sky transform from a serene blue to a gray laden with dark clouds. A storm is quickly approaching, and the waves begin to churn, crashing against the ship's hull. It is in this moment of challenge that the dichotomy of control emerges as a beacon of hope. It is like the rudder of your boat, giving you the power to direct its course in turbulent waters. You realize that while you can't control the fury of the storm, you still have control over the direction your boat takes. So, instead of giving in to fear and anxiety about the harsh weather, you focus your energy on adjusting the sails and skillfully maneuvering your ship through the choppy waves. You understand that although you cannot control what happens around you, you still have the power to choose how to react and adapt to circumstances. This understanding gives you a renewed sense of confidence and determination. You feel empowered to face any challenge the ocean of life may bring, knowing that while you can't control the tides, you can control the direction in which your boat sails. So, with the dichotomy of control as your guide, you navigate with courage and resilience toward new adventures and unknown horizons. Lesson 2: Reflect before reacting. Imagine yourself immersed in a virtual world with a controller in your hand and a screen full of challenges in front of you. You are playing one of those video games that test your patience and skill to the extreme. Every move you make is crucial to advancing through the game and overcoming the obstacles that appear around every corner. Suddenly, you are faced with a particularly difficult phase where it seems like everything is going wrong. Your characters are being defeated, and your score is plummeting. The temptation to get carried away by frustration and press the control buttons hard is immense. However, this is when the wisdom of the Stoics comes to your aid. They teach us the importance of taking a step back and reflecting before reacting impulsively. It's like a pause in the game, a moment to take a deep breath and calm your mind before continuing. This helps us make more considered decisions and avoid acting on impulse, which often leads to disastrous results. So, instead of letting anger and frustration take over, you decide to follow the Stoics' advice. You pause the game, close your eyes for a moment, and take a deep breath. You reflect on the strategies you've tried so far and think about new approaches you could take. With a clearer, more focused mind, you return to the game with renewed determination and a calmer, more calculated approach. As you regain control of your character and face challenges more calmly, you will realize the difference that thinking before reacting makes to your ability to play. You become more confident in your choices and more capable of overcoming obstacles that come your way. And so, with the wisdom of the Stoics as your guide, you advance through the game with determination and perseverance, ready to face any challenge the future may bring. Lesson 3: Cultivate detachment. Now imagine yourself in a sunny playground, with children running and playing around you. You see a colorful balloon floating in the air, swaying gently in the wind. You decide to pick it up and immediately feel the comforting sensation of holding it in your hands. But as you hold the balloon tighter, a worry starts to creep into your mind. What if the balloon escapes and flies away? You become afraid of losing him, so you squeeze even tighter, trying to maintain control over him at all costs. However, this is when you remember the practice of letting go. You realize that holding the balloon so tightly is only increasing your stress and anxiety. So, you make a conscious decision. You relax your hands and allow the balloon to float freely in the air. As the balloon moves away, you feel a weight being lifted from your shoulders. You realize that detachment is not about getting rid of the things we like, but rather about learning to let them take their own course. It's like letting go of the balloon and allowing it to go its way, without feeling tied to it. With this new perspective, you feel lighter and freer. You realize that by letting go a little and letting things happen, you can experience a sense of peace and tranquility that you have never felt before. And so, you become more capable of dealing with life's ups and downs, knowing that true power lies in learning to let go. Lesson 4. Ask yourself, will this matter in 5 years? Now imagine yourself in a moment of difficulty, where something bad happened and you feel completely devastated. It's as if the world is falling apart around you, and you find yourself surrounded by the darkness of uncertainty and worry. In these moments of despair, it's easy to lose sight of perspective and get caught up in the emotion of the moment. But it's precisely in these moments that the lesson of asking yourself, will this matter in 5 years, becomes more valuable than ever. Imagine asking yourself this question, looking into the future and trying to visualize what your life will be like in 5 years. Suddenly, what seems so devastating now starts to seem a little less scary. You realize that, 5 years from now, this situation that is troubling you now may not be as important as it seems. With this new perspective, you feel a little lighter. You realize that while it's natural to worry about things happening in the present, it's also important to remember that time is a great healer. Oftentimes, wounds that seem so deep today will only be light scars in the future. So, instead of letting stress and worry consume you, you focus on what really matters. You focus on the things that have a lasting impact on your life and let go of those that are just minor obstacles in the way. With this new mindset, you feel more capable of facing the challenges that life presents to you. You feel more confident in your ability to overcome adversity and more grateful for the blessings you have in your life. And so, with the lesson of asking yourself, will this matter in 5 years? As your guide, you move forward with courage and determination, ready to face whatever the future holds. Lesson 5. Keep a Stoic diary. Now imagine yourself sitting in a quiet corner of your home, with a notebook open in front of you and a pen in your hand. This is your Stoic journal, a sacred place where you can record the nuances of your journey through life. As you dive into the blank page, you begin to describe the events of your day. You write about the small joys you've found, the challenges you've faced, and the lessons you've learned along the way. Every word you write is a piece of the puzzle of your own story, an important part of your personal growth and development. But the Stoic diary is more than just a record of events. It is also a sacred space for introspection and reflection. As you write, you allow yourself to delve deeply into your own thoughts and feelings. You question yourself about your actions, ponder your choices, and examine your reactions in the face of adversity. For example, if you had a difficult day, you might dedicate a few pages of your journal to exploring how you handled the challenges that arose. You can reflect on what you could have done differently and how you can apply these lessons in the future. Writing in a Stoic journal is like having a conversation with yourself, an opportunity to get to know yourself better and understand more deeply the workings of your mind and heart. It is an act of self-discovery and self-knowledge that can lead to greater clarity, resilience, and inner peace. So if you don't have a journal yet, maybe it's time to start writing. Take a few minutes every day to sit down and reflect on your life, your choices, and your dreams. Let your words flow freely on the page, knowing that each line written is a step towards your own growth and evolution. Lesson 6. See obstacles as opportunities. When facing obstacles, it is common to feel discouraged, as if we are facing a wall that blocks our progress. However, the Stoics teach us to see these challenges differently. Instead of just seeing them as problems, we can turn them into opportunities for growth and learning. For example, when we encounter a difficulty at work or an obstacle in our personal lives, we can choose to view it as a chance to develop new skills, strengthen our resilience, and learn valuable lessons. Just as a stone on the path can be used as a stepping stone to reach greater heights when climbing a mountain, life's challenges can propel us to new achievements and make us grow as individuals. So the next time you are faced with an obstacle, remember that it could be an opportunity in disguise. Instead of feeling discouraged, see it as a chance to overcome yourself and reach new heights of success and personal fulfillment. By adopting this mindset, you will be equipped to face any challenge life throws at you, ready to turn each obstacle into an opportunity for growth and evolution. Lesson 7: Practice gratitude. Once upon a time, there was a small town where people used to gather to celebrate the good things in life. On one of these sunny days, a wise old man named Elijah decided to share a valuable lesson with his neighbors. Sitting around a roaring fire, Elijah began to talk about the importance of gratitude. He told a story about a young peasant named Tomas, who lived in a humble hut on the outskirts of the city. Tomas woke up every morning to the sound of birds singing and the sun rising over the horizon. He didn't have many possessions, but he always found something to be thankful for. Whether it's the fresh smell of rain after a storm or the comforting warmth of a cup of tea on cold winter nights. Even when crops failed and times got tough, Tomas remained grateful for the opportunity to learn and grow from life's challenges. He saw every obstacle as an opportunity to become stronger and wiser. And so, the inhabitants of the small town learned from Tomas the importance of cultivating gratitude in their own lives. They began to look at the world around them with new eyes, finding beauty and joy in the little everyday things. And so, the practice of gratitude became an integral part of life in that small town. People smiled more, helped each other, and found comfort in the simplicity of life. So, the next time you feel overwhelmed by the weight of the world, remember Thomas's story and the valuable lesson he left us. Gratitude is the key to a life full of meaning and happiness. Now that you've had a glimpse of the aesthetic techniques of Stoicism, why not delve further into this fascinating universe of self-knowledge and emotional mastery? Subscribe to our channel now to receive more insights and practical tips inspired by the teachings of the Stoics. Also, share this content with friends and family who can also benefit from these powerful techniques. Together, we can create a community dedicated to personal growth and emotional well-being. Don't miss the opportunity to master your emotions and live a fuller, more meaningful life. Hit the subscribe button and share right now.